Good morning, Hex. Thank you. Appreciate that. Think they can win this weekend? I sure hope so. I really, really hope so. I actually want Oscar to win more than Lando. Um, yeah, Oscar's my favorite. I mean, I love Lando, but Oscar is the driver that um, I want to crush it. I nix timer. Yeah, I agree. The dude, it sucks so bad because like if he hadn't got that penalty, he would have won the race. It sucks. Such a bummer. I don't think I need either of those. Alright, that looks good. Alright, so we can get... That's not what I would have expected. How are we returning? Where are we failing? Yeah, last year at Austria, it was ridiculous. And like I can get the argument too that like yeah, he crossed the white line. Like sure, I get it, but like they also like put gravel everywhere to penalize the drivers for going off. So it's like he paid the price on his time. And I even took my freaking allergy meds this morning. I don't see where we're failing in returning our timer state. Sir, get back. Hey, get back. No. No. Murphy, get back. No, I don't want you. What up, Costa? Okay, that's our requirements. No. Dude, get back. Murph, I see you. Go lay down. Yes. No, you're too big. Go back. Go lay down. No. I have a giant golden retriever beside me that we're watching. We're watching too many dogs right now. All our neighbors went on vacation for 4th of July. Dude. Come on. Let's get on the couch. Come here. Come here. Up. Lay down. No. Don't throw hands. Don't throw hands. Good boy. Relax. Relax, big man. Oh my god. He's between my legs. Oh my god, what are you doing, Murph? What? What? What are you doing? You are a crackhead. What? This dog is ridiculous. What are you doing? Oh, okay. You're too excited right now. I thought you were gonna chill. Go. I'm gonna blow my nose quick, chat. I'll be right back. Are you gonna relax? Come in and lay down. Oh man. How about I relax in your face? That's exactly what happened right there. Y'all, we have to listen to the new Childish Gambino track. It's so good. Donald Glover is the most talented dude in the freaking world. My sweet Lithonia. Okay, I need to figure out why this thing is returning. This effect is telling me that it's returning Nick's timer state, which our Nick's timer state is this bit, as the error case, which seems incorrect. It has the requirement of a scope and a file system, which is true. The only thing it should return in the error position is the platform error. So I gotta figure out, like, where are we failing? I just don't understand. Morning, Rohan. Who gives a fuck? Rated. The breakpoint won't help me here because it's not a runtime problem. This is a type level compile time problem. Okay, so now our type is, we have never in the error position, right? So let's just add bits back and see where we pick up the state in the error position. So let's start with this right here. Right there. So something with this bit is causing Lithonia. Okay, so it's coming in here. Kraut, you just confused the hell out of me. Dude. Yesterday I didn't get my number from the keyboard lottery. Oh, that would make sense because the thing was down. Let me see if I can refund you points here. Let's see here. How do I do this? This is the most confusing thing. I have to go to viewer rewards. Rewards. That's not it. Viewer rewards. Edit. No. There's a modal in here somewhere. This thing. Mm-hmm. Boom. In fact, I'll just reject all. Everyone gets points back. Okay. So we have this persistent Q, which is Nick's timer state. Sunshine, yeah, I found love right here.
Functions describe the world.
I don't understand how. Oh, because it's in the catch. We return a default. That's why. Maybe. Wait, did that song ever play? Did we listen to this? I can't remember now. Whatever, we'll add it to the queue again. Bang, bang, bang. I don't understand how that's happening, but whatever. Not a big deal. I mean, I would like to understand why it's happening. Okay, so it's doing that over there too. Alright, whatever. All right, so we need to now go into our pub sub subscribers. We need to go to our Nix timer subscriber, and in here we can delete a bunch of this. This one specifically. And in here we can get rid of this. We don't need the So let's grab the timer. And it's going to be Nix timer client. Now we should have all our functions on it, right? Timer dot. Hell yeah. I shouldn't have deleted all that now that I think about it. There we go. So we want const timer equal yield star Nix timer client. Have that. We can do const start time. Nobody gives a fuck. Get fuck. Which we don't need that. Sweet Lithonia. Childish Gambino is so fucking good. Would you say the same about elderly Gambino? Yes, all of the Gambinos, incredibly talented. Rohan, we had
Functions
someone win
describe
like a month
the
ago.
world.
JD does tech one, and I shipped him one. Like for real, for real. It's got to be close to that. Let me go look. Let me pull up my Gmail quick and look at the shipping. Keychron. It's had to been over a month. It has to have been. I'm going to look. I just don't want to dox JD's information, so I'm being a little extra careful. Where? I didn't know I had an authenticator for. I guess I do. Let's see here. What do we got? 0, 3, 6, 7, 9, 5. Great. I don't have a login for Keychron? I don't know. It had to be like a month ago at this point. I could look at my DMs too in Discord. It happened on May 30th was when JD won. Yeah, so May 30th, somebody won the keyboard. Oh, shit. Yeah, right here. Here's the order. Boom. On May 30th, order this. Right there's the keyboard that the Keychron Q4 styled how they wanted, and we shipped it out. What up, Priv? So if we go to main now, yeah, we need to do a layer dot provide, and we do Nix timer client dot live. Boom. Now we can run. So if we do that, theoretically, chat, we come in here and we say fly deploy. This should have persistence built in now. So everyone in chat, if you happen to use keyboards, you can win such a keyboard now. Oh, we failed. The app appears to be crashing. Uh-oh. In Nick's timer client. On what line? 95? This seems bizarre. Ah, because we're not in an effect context. This doesn't need to be yield. There we go. How about now? This file is implicitly in strict mode because of the import keyword here. What is happening? $107? Oh, I see it. Oh, the keycron thing's stuck on screen again. There we go. I'll redeem you guys in a second. Just give me a second to figure out what's going on with the server here.
Functions describe
Something's
the world.
failing. I'm not sure where, because everything should be safe, right? Because when we start, and that should exist right here. That is. So let's just do I guess we'll just do an empty object for now. God, I even took allergy meds today, chat. Isn't undefined valid JSON? Maybe not. Okay, there we go. Well, let's deploy now. Fly deploy. Let me go refund the points. Oh God, I hate allergies. All right, everyone gets points back. All right, everyone should have their points back. No, I'm not allergic to dogs. It's like I get really bad allergies down here in like the late spring and like early summertime. And then I also get bad allergies in like the late fall going into winter for whatever reason. I don't know what it is or why. Ah. Yeah, something like that. I don't know what it is exactly. All right, so we have to go fix this because there is a bug in my keyboard redemption. We want to basically copy what song request does. Where is it at? This bit right here. We want that. And we want to do that down here. Like right here. And that means we need to come and get you. And we need you. For that. So this is going to need more data on it. We need essentially similar values. We need event ID is going to be a string. We need reward ID, also a string. That will break our event subscriber. Yep, right here, which we can just copy this. Put it there. Great. Is this young blood? No, Arctic monkeys. Wow, mixed them up. That was bad. All right, so we got that data passing through. So now this message should have, you can just grab the event ID and the reward ID, and come down here, from there, do that. Okay. Great, that looks like it works. Let me make sure. If we go to main. All right, that needs to be provided a Twitch API client. Great. All right, if we go back to main now, we should have all our requirements. Perfect. Hell yeah. All right, let's redeploy again. Fly deploy. And now I should not have these build up, but you guys can have all your points back again. God, I hate allergies. All right, let me pull up my dashboard for Fly. All right, so we should be up and running. I should be able to start a timer now, like for real, for configuring Nix. So the next bit we want to do is actually design the UI for this, because we're going to have this little API server. And let me go in here. Source overlays songq.html. Overlays. I don't think that's how that works. I don't even think that exists. Overlays literally doesn't exist anymore. So that endpoint is not real. But in here we can do Nix timer. And we'll just want to get the state. So we can do const timer is equal to yield star Nix timer client. Get rid of those. And we can get the state. So let's say const, I don't know what to call this, yield star on our timer dot current start time, and then we'll say const yield star timer dot get total time, and we can derive is running from the first one. And then we can yoink this, put that there, and this is going to return a current time, current start time, and a total time. And we need to probably provide this All right, so that should be working. So let's deploy that and see if we can hit that endpoint. So let's pull up Yak. There it is. Affect Twitch integrations, this window. So we should be able to hit this. Oh, it's not going to localhost, right. Let's copy that and throw that there. Ping pong, great. We should be able to get the song cue too. Yeah, check that out. So we should also have another one now. That's going to be, I hate that that's capital. Should be Nix timer. So if we just like duplicate this and then call it Nix timer. If I send that, timer, total time, 0. How do you open and hide that terminal at the bottom? My keybind is my Nix key or my tmux key and then M. It's tmux. And then I use a similar keybind for NeoVim for toggling windows. I do spacebar, which is my leader M, and that toggles my NeoVim windows, and then it's just my leader key for tmux to toggle my tmux windows. And you can see up here this little stack icon. That's my like little visual indicator that I know that I have other panes open in this window. All right, so this is all working. Now we have to build a UI for this. I'm gonna go take care of the dogs real quick and let them out. I will be right back in like, I don't know, probably not 5 minutes, but somewhere between 3 and 5 minutes, depending on how long the dogs take. I will be right back, chat. I'll let Murph back in the office with me if he's calmed down a little bit. Okay, so this is all working. Yeah, we have Nix timer, we've got the data, we've got our ping and pong, and we've got our song queue endpoints all working on fly. Okay, I'll be right back, y'all.
Functions describe the world. Functions describe the world.
Okay, I am back. And I'm skipping this song because it's too slow. Sorry, somebody requested that. Why is the music not playing? There it goes. Ban. All right, so now we need to go make some UI for this. So let's go here and let's go to Twitch. Let's go to Vercel. And we're gonna go here. And we're gonna open that. And then I need to go find what the endpoint is in the Svelte app. Overlays, source, routes, song queue, /song queue. There we go. I'm gonna take that. We're gonna copy this. We're gonna Command C that. And we're gonna go to V0. Last day at Dockyard. Well, congratulations, Mr. Winchester. That's exciting. I never left the effect train, Tim. I just had some other stuff that needed done. Back to early startup life. Let's go, Ryan. I'll keep my fingers crossed that you hit it big. Get an exit. Please, not please, make a timer component. Make a component that displays the total time spent configuring Nix, and also a running timer if a timer is running if I'm currently configuring Nix. Use the same styles as the attached image. Good morning, hacker. Okay, this is close. We're gonna take, what is happening, V0? Get your ish together. So we'll do something like this, and then we'll use a snowflake here. Let me see if I can pick and edit. Use the Nix icon / snowflake. I don't know what waka time is. Let's say make it use a cyan pastel color. No, I'm not. I just am having an overlay to run when I am remove this image. Somebody had the idea of keeping track of how much time I spent configuring NICs when I don't intend to be configuring NICs, and we built that all out now except for the component. Okay. Remove the user icon. Make the time data more important / visible. That's pretty good. Put the title first / on top. That's garbage. All right, we're just gonna roll with something like this. Okay, so let's come in here and we're gonna say NICS timer. And we'll come in here, we'll yoink those, come up here, paste those in. Yep. Come in here. And let's go to NICS timer client. And we have this state. You can just grab that. I like the song, Matt. This will be current time. Jesus. When almost every bank lets you export statements in OFX, but that one bank only supports QFX. RIP. I hate banks. Banks are the financial institutions, and banks have the worst software, period. All right, so this is going to be we're gonna have total time and current timer start time equals $props. This slaps. I like this. Let me introduce you to my evil friend PeopleSoft. PeopleSoft's pretty bad, to be honest. Tailwind UI. I would say probably not, given that you can get ShadCN. ShadCN's built on Tailwind, and I couple ShadCN with V0, and it gets me just as far as Tailwind UI does. This stream is so much better for finding new music than my Discover Weekly. Think about how good my Discover Weekly will be in like a couple weeks. Mern or Java full stack? What does Java full stack look like? I'm gonna go blow my nose again, chat. I am dying from allergies right now. I'll be right back again. Okay, let's try again. All right, so we want to basically design a component something like these. A component that keeps track of one, a running timer if it is running. Two, the total time tracked historically. Let's see what it gives us this way. Java plus JSB plus Spring Boot plus MySQL. Good old JSPs. I would probably go MERN stack before I would want to write JSPs again. I spent a lot of time doing JSP and what is the name? Struts. I had to write Struts 1, my first internship at State Farm on like Java 5. It was great. So much fun. We'll do something like this. You don't need that. We don't need this. And we don't need this if. We should go and gank that SVG. I do miss SF Park sometimes. Yeah, dude, SF Park was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, like having that and like all the, especially like the intramural sports leagues there too, that was genuinely convenient. In your opinion, what's the best way to get started with NeoVim? Start learning Vim keybinds in whatever editor you use now. This is going to be time spent configuring Nix. And we don't need all of this. So what's this saying? We have a... Why is this upset? Oh, I should have copied it from the pure. Yeah. Of course that's not there. Here it is. That's what we want. All right, I'm just gonna nuke all of this basically. And then this is gonna be a, so we have flex, and we'll say it's gonna be flex row. Yeah, we'll do a flex row. And then inside the flex row, we'll do another div. And we'll say, this one's gonna be flex, and this will be our flex call. And inside here, we'll have our header. This will say time spent configuring Nix. Yeah, yep. Kickstart Nix is really good starting point. That's mine. this repo. And let me go grab TJ's video. One year ago, 2024. This is updating. Here we go. This guy right here is the updated version. All right, so we want something like that. And then we'll want like, this will be like, we'll have, I don't know, span tag. And this will be our total time. And then we'll have a span. And we'll come in here, and this will have how do we want to do this? This will be if current start time. Actually, we can have some state up here, right? We can have like let is running is going to equal a derived piece of state where it'll be current start time does not equal undefined, right? So that will tell us if it's running. If is running. We'll probably want an else block in here. And here we'll just say foo, and we'll say bar. I don't know why the formatter is not working. So if it's running, we'll say running timer. Okay. We need some more state. So we will need like const elapsed time is going to equal some state. What's wrong?
It's a zoo.
What?
It's a zoo.
I know. These dogs need to go home.
Yeah. They're all great. But oh my gosh. Did you know that you took Murphy with you when you went downstairs?
Yeah.
Everyone was pissed.
What?
Everyone was pissed about it.
Why?
They kept barking at each other through the door.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's fine. I'm a sleepy girl.
How should we do this? Posture check. My posture is good. I'll stretch though. What?
I want you to pause what you're doing and just come look at Baxter because he looks like he's dead. He's just napping in the yard. When I looked, his ears were back.
That's funny. Okay. Can you touch your toes with your fingers without bending your knees? Probably not. Maybe like later in the day. Maybe if I do a pre-stretch. We need like so we have the start time, right? We have the start time and we want to show something like
Get out of there.
let's bring in date utils or date functions. So let's go ahead and install that. Fun install date funds. And then we want to get in, what is the function we're looking for? Datefunctions.org, documentation. It's under the duration API. It is not. It is not. So I think we should be able to, I think they have the library loaded in here. Yeah, init. RIP. I think we can give it seconds. And so we'll get the start time, right? And it's going to be like const duration. I guess it's supposed to be a let. Let duration is going to equal format duration. And the duration is going to be, this will be derived by, or no, we need state, don't we? It's gonna have to be reactive, so it's gonna be state. Can I do state dot is apply? Let me go look at the Svelte 5 docs quick. All right, everybody out. Winnie, get out. Go. Go, out. Adam, what up, Raiders? Thank you for the raid. How was stream this morning? Raiders, we are working on building a Twitch overlay similar to the music component that you see, but we are building a timer component that keeps track of the amount of time that I spend configuring NICs when I don't plan on configuring NICs. And we have the whole system wired up right now except for the UI component. So we're building a little Svelte kit component to render that out. And I'm just going to check. State is state.frozen. Okay, there's no derived by. We just need state. Which props might already be reactive. So we'll do state current. We'll do a little format duration. Nick's user spotted. Oh yeah. Thank you, Adam. It was a disaster. Oh no. That is a Moonlander. So current I can't talk. Current start time will be, we'll do that or 0. And then we need to divide by 1,000 because it's in, we need to pass in an object actually. So it'll be something like this, and we need to pass it seconds. So it'll be current start time divided by 1,000. And this needs surrounding word. We'll do that. That will get the bang bang, not bang bang, question mark 0. Get rid of this. Let's see here. Why is my formatting broken? Excuse me, y'all. I heard Dax said Nyx is wonderful, but I could be wrong. Nyx is simultaneously the greatest thing ever and also the worst thing ever. Okay, that looks good. I'm gonna go copy my prettier file from the root. I guess I don't have a prettier. I thought I had a prettier. Guess not. Well, I guess we don't need that then. Schrodinger's package manager. Yep. How does Svelte feel with TypeScript? I'm using Svelte 5, and Svelte 5 is awesome. I don't think I would have liked Svelte 4, but Svelte 5, I'm using the release candidate for Svelte 5, and like all the runes and stuff. It's awesome. I really like it. Many such cases. Yeah, exactly. All right, let's up the vibes in here. Let's listen to some old school Gambino. Yeah, I use rectangle. If you look at this layer right here, on my left, when I press down the hopper key on my keyboard, it enables this layer, and I have like these window movement things, so I can just move them around really easily, make it full screen. Thank you, Mr. Wizard. All right, so we have the duration, and then we'll come down here. We'll say this will be duration. And we'll want to update the duration. We'll just say duration is going to, we need a second interval. So let's yoink this. That'll be down to there, right? This will be revalidate interval. And then we'll want a second interval, which is going to be like, we'll just say const update duration. It's going to be a set interval. And in there, we'll say if is running. We'll do duration is going to equal this exact yank in there, paste that in, and that's going to give us that, and we'll want to also clear that interval, revalidate interval, or that's update duration. Okay, let's see what this ends up looking like. Add why can't I get my add next timer UI initial. That should deploy to over cell. Yep, right there it is. Okay, I'm next in this one. Yeah, we're gonna, I want to get it into more Rust here shortly. I have that spreadsheet. So I built the, let me do this off stream so I don't dox anything. Yeah, here we go. Yeah. Okay, so on the app that we're building for my client, this is an example of the spreadsheet that they're going to upload, and we're going to have to parse it. Basically, these two sheets right here. And we're going to set up a Excel and CSV parser in Rust, and set up some database stuff to talk to our Supabase instance. And then we're going to build an Axum web server that our SvelteKit app is going to proxy to for requests. At least that's the plan. Yeah, dude, you better be human centipede. All right, this should be deployed. So if we go to here, I should be able to go nix timer. We should have, yeah. Lights out. And everything you motherfuckers think about. We should get a request. Yeah. We're getting -1. That's interesting. I wouldn't have expected -1. I'm getting 0 there. Why would that happen? Mm-hmm. Casey Anthony. Ah, right. This is supposed to come through. Hold on. Page that server. right. So this should end up being equal to page server data.
Functions describe the world.
Why does that... run build. Thank you for the follow, Papata. How does that equal null? That doesn't seem right. Page server. So page data? My formatting is not working at all, and this is driving me crazy. Why? What am I doing wrong here? This is like a problem with the Svelte language server needing a dependency on prettier. So if I go and here and I go to my package JSON and I grab these, basically, yeah, I think that's what I need there. And we can go back to Twitch, and in here, go into this package JSON, throw that in my dev dependencies, and then view in there, and we'll sort those. Don't need that. And then we can bun run update, bun update. What's the now playing widget? The now playing widget is the current song. It's what's underneath me. And it is what's playing on Spotify and what the next song is.
Functions describe the world.
I use Nix Flakes for my projects, and then I use Nix Darwin to manage my entire OS X installation and stuff. We can also go and copy the prettier RC. Link. We'll drop that in personal, and that's in effects. Spotify. Source. Overlays. Paste that in there. Okay. Yeah, okay. And we'll do a little bunx prettier dot dash dash right. Yeah, there we go. All right, if I right quit out, hopefully conform picks up that this is a source / overlays vim in here. Now, hopefully I have formatting. Yeah, this is definitely formatted now. Still have my language server. Nix, by the way. Nix, by the way. String, boolean, number. Okay. So this is working now. Let's go see this. We have to redeploy, so let's go ahead and update timer component. Git push. Building. Mr. Nix Flakes. I'm not sure. I don't know what Nix is. No idea. We should probably change the color on that, right? How do I get that color? That must be the color right there, maybe? I don't buy that. I think the code's messed up. Yeah, I want this as copy. We'll just do it the easy way. Convert this to hex. Thank you. I don't know Nick. I don't know who Nick is, but everyone keeps talking about him. I like the yapping trick. What up, Eagle? It feels like I might have an infinite loop here. Oh, this is updating every second. So that's fine. We should see that. It's interesting that we're getting -1 back. Oh, because I'm fetching the song queue? That's a problem, clearly. This should be next timer. Make the right request. Hello, Eno. The color never changed of that SVG though, and it should have on that deployment. Stroke. Do that. Okay, let's try that. Okay, that's right. That's right. So now we're getting data. Current start time will be undefined. I don't know why that's coming across as -1.
Functions describe the world.
What up, Salmon? Okay, so now that we have the actual data, we'll just say no, the timer is not currently running. And this will be, yeah, it should be right. Okay, we got the Nix flake colored correctly now. So let's mess with the styles over here. Oh, I put those all inside the H1. No wonder that didn't work. That should go there. This NVIM setup looks slick, by the way. Thank you, thank you. I have a video where I walk through my entire configuration as of like January of this year. All right, we should be redeploying. We should get a push here in a second. Okay, we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. Let's add we want to do something like this. I kind of like this. Where's the 245 at in this? It's not even there. Oh, there it is. Font bold, text 4L. So let's grab that. Yoink. Throw that in here. And then we'll say this is going to be we can do text. Let's start with small. And we'll say text muted foreground. Do that. Oh, it's because I'm not using shadcn. Right. I need to do gray, like probably 600 or so. You're welcome, Smalium. Do you think by being a big tech company you can improve faster as an engineer? I actually think you'll improve slower at a FANG as an engineer than you would at startups. That's my hot take. Something like this. And then we would want like a call. We want a gap here. So let's say in here we have like a gap 4, and then this will have like a gap 2. Let's see how that looks when we deploy. Yep, I agree with Tobbs. 100%. Best way to improve is to run into as many problems as possible. Startups are just that. Small shops equal reps. Yep. Startups turn soy devs into real men. And there's just like, there's so much process and tooling built up in big companies that do things and solve problems for you that you just don't have to think about or consider, that like, yeah, it takes away the reps. I'm using NeoVim. So this should be redeploying. That's redeployed. We should have a... All right, we're getting somewhere. Let's say we were to make this, let's say class is equal to text large. Right, because it's not compiled into the CSS. So here we want space between. Isn't it between? Justify between? Yeah. Where is my justify settings? We want, yeah, space between. Okay. Probably want to make that a little bit smaller. So this is just going to be 2XL. And then, let's see here. Let's see what this looks like. Just one more bet, bro, and I'll win big. Just one more. Small chops can break you, though. It's a double-edged sword. Spent my 20s grinding startup life and settled into a mid-sized company in my 30s when I got sick of it. Yeah, I was at a dumpster fire of a startup that somehow is still alive. This place was the biggest dumpster fire in the entire world. If your company is using this product, I would recommend you get your company off of it. This company burnt me out so fucking hard. Absolute disaster. All right, we're getting somewhere here. I want to make this a little bit lighter. So let's make this like 400. Yeah, I want that. Yoink. And let's come down here and say this. No, I don't want the Vercel toolbar. Let me turn this off. It's like hide toolbar. And then we want that. You can clear the console. Love all the errors. That's really good. I use Dell G-Sync monitors from like 2018. I don't have anything fancy. Next timer is not currently running. We can probably go even lighter yet. Let's go 200. Let's try that. How about 300? Yeah, we'll go 300. Let's see if we can bump the size of this thing. So I don't really need to give it one of these, but we'll say, say this is going to be 36. Oh, that won't matter, right? Because it's going to scale. This is the one we need to change. Yeah, dude. So I'll talk about Main Street a little bit here. They raised a $65 million Series A, and for like a small period of time, they were like one of the fastest growing companies in San Francisco. They burnt their $65 million Series A in less than a year. They lost. So I got hired to work on their billing system. Their billing system was a fucking disaster. My original manager was one of the original engineers who built the billing system, and like, I don't often criticize strongly technical decisions of engineers that came before me in the code bases I work in, because like, it's really hard to understand the constraints that people were working with and having to move fast. But like, I have never seen such a display of just like a lack of professionalism and just like it was a terrible display of software engineering. This billing system, if you missed your payment, I'm not under NDA. I never signed an NDA with them. They can suck it. Yeah, I never signed an NDA, so if the billing system, yeah, good luck. They don't have enough money to take me to court. They just did their third round of layoffs like a couple weeks ago. If you I'm gonna go into just chatting here for a second, because this is good enough story. I've been saying that I was gonna talk about this. So, right, so the premise of this company, right? Like, it was founded on like the core, once they found product market fit, like it was a pretty good idea. So the premise of Main Street is, or at the time I was working there, and what they raised their Series A on was that small businesses and tech startups don't have the in-house expertise to handle taking advantage of federal and state governments for tax credits, and it's expensive to hire outside firms to have like an actual accountant or tax person to do that for you as tiny companies. But there's often a ton of money on the table with federal research and development tax credits. So Main Street was really a platform where you could plug in your payroll provider. So like things like ADP or Gusto or any of those things. And we would take care of handling, like figuring out your federal research and development tax credit for you. And like it was not uncommon for like even like tiny 10 people tech startups to qualify for like $100,000 IT R&D federal research and development tax credits, right? Like that's $100,000 that these tech companies might not have. That's months more of a one rate. That's another engineer. That's another designer. That's the ability to hire salespeople. Like $100,000 is no joke for a tiny company startup that's trying to scrap by. So the premise is, you tap into our system, we handle all this for you, we file it for you, we take care of the paperwork, blah, blah, blah. And the business model is like, we just take 20%. So if you qualify for $100,000 tax credit, you get 80 grand, Main Street takes 20 grand. Like, no brainer business model. And it worked. Like, it took off at first. Very successful, making tons of money, like, all about it. I think from the get-go, one of the mistakes made was that they tried to do it as a SaaS model. So like we would try to estimate, and this is where a bunch of the problems started. When you signed up, we would attempt to estimate what your tax credit would be. And then when we'd start charging you, whatever that estimate was, times 20% divided by 12, right? So that 20%, we would charge you over 12 months. And problem one, we were fucking terrible at estimating, like atrociously bad at estimating. We would overestimate to a severe degree. So what would happen was, let's say we estimate that you're going to get a $100,000 tax credit. We start charging you $20,000 over the course of 12 months, so whatever 20,000 divided by 12 is. We charge that every month, and then it gets time for tax season, and when we go to file, we have to reconcile our estimate and what we've been charging you against what you actually are able to claim from the government. And like we would dramatically overestimate. And so what that means is we would more often than not, have to refund our customers. So let's say we, have been charging you 20 grand over the past 12 months, and we figure out that your tax credit's only going to be like 40 grand, and whatever 20% of 40 is, we suddenly have to refund you tens of thousands of dollars because we were wrong. So that, coupled with the incompetence of the leadership, we were counting our overestimates as pure revenue, right? So we had a false sense of the actual amount of money we're making. And this was something I started flagging from like week 2. Like I came in and I saw our billing system was a disaster, and my manager was basically like no, it's fine. And yeah, so let's get into the billing system, right? Already kind of a flawed business model because estimating is bad. We also had this other product called the Advance. So the Advance was a way to try to increase signups. So we would say, hey, you qualify for a $100,000 tax credit. You don't want to wait until tax season to get that money. So we'll advance you up to 40% of your tax credit. So we'll give you a 0% interest rate loan for 40% of your tax credit right now. And then we would stagger it a month, and then you would start paying back that interest-free loan, 40% divided by 12, right? So the super fucked up part about the 0% loan was that it wasn't really a loan. We didn't have a real contract. Our product team thought that just like throwing some text in a checkbox on our screen was a legally binding thing. So you could effectively like come sign up, get a super inflated estimate on what your tax credit was. So let's say it's $100,000, and you want to take the advance. So you could get $40,000 that day into your company's bank account. And then, like, if you were privy enough, and this happened more than you would think, you could tell Main Street to fuck off and just keep that $40,000 and never pay it back, because our contracts weren't real. And yeah, like, you could just keep it. So this gets worse, though. This story is going to get so much worse. So we're doing all of our billing and stuff through Stripe, right? And one, I've already talked that our advance, our 0% interest loan, wasn't a real loan, right? It had no contract. And you guys might be thinking, oh, well, what bank would be fronting, or what financial institution would be fronting these loans with no contract? Well, my friends, we were not working with any sort of lender. We were using a platform called Stripe Connect, which is really meant to drive platforms like Uber or PayPal, where it's kind of like a bunch of different people in the platform and they have like account balances and can take money back and forth. Because we couldn't take the time or money to work with a lender, we were like, what's the easiest way we can ACH money or credit money to a bank account in these large sums, like tens of thousands of dollars, which nobody is going to let you ACH that through their platforms. But Stripe Connect, you could technically credit the platform and then it would pull from our company bank account. So we were using Stripe Connect, which is like a marketplace platform, to effectively give these 0% interest loans to our customers in this hacky way. And like, this is probably like 2 months in now, and I'm like, we are 100% violating the terms of service of Stripe. Like, we cannot be using Stripe Connect to do this. Like, these loans are not real. We're getting screwed when our customers tell us to fuck off. Like, and like, the thing is, if Stripe would have ever caught on to this, they could have revoked all of our API keys, which would have killed the company overnight, because the core billing, we use Stripe. So like, if they killed our API key, like, we couldn't have billed our customers, period. I got in so much trouble for trying to raise that problem. I like took it to our chief lawyer and I got fucking scolded so hard by my manager. So fast forward, actually, let's not fast forward yet. There's more problems with the billing system, right? And I came into Main Street having worked on billing systems for 2 years previously. So I've been around the block on building billing systems. To make matters worse, if you ever failed a payment with the original billing system, we lost track of you. We never tried to do, what's the word? It starts with a D. We never tried to rebill you. We never had reports of customers that failed billing. Like, you just dropped off and you kept getting the service for free, and we never tried to bill you again. So fucking bad. On top of that, if you were smart enough, you could also launder money through the advance platform. I don't think it ever happened, but it certainly could have. All right, so fast forward, right? This is like 2020, I don't know where we're at. Whatever year it is. It was right before like right before the war in Ukraine happened. I'm trying to raise these problems to anyone that will listen to me, and I'm just getting silenced. I'm like, we are attempting to raise a Series B on false revenue numbers, right? Because I'm here seeing like nobody had access to our billing system, like except for me in payops, and another guy in payops I work closely with always was making a stink. And we're like presenting false revenue numbers to our investors trying to raise a Series B because like we're reconciling down all these customers at tax time. So like all this revenue is a fucking lie because we're just refunding it at the end of the year. So we're not making near as much money as we're going out and trying to fundraise on. And eventually we do layoffs. My manager gets moved teams. I become the full lead of the billing platform. I start working directly with our CFO and our VP of finance. Within the first week of me having like authority on the billing and payments team, myself and the VP of finance recovered $13.1 million that our billing system just lost track of that the company would have never had again. Yeah, just an absolute disaster. Just a total, yeah, 13.1 million. It just lost track of.
Functions describe the world.
I used to joke and say that Main Street should have been called Robin Hood because the business model was robbing from the VCs and giving to all the startups. Yeah, they burned 65 mil in a year. So that was my time at, and that's like, there's so many worse stories in there. It doesn't even do it justice how bad it was and how incompetent the leadership is at that company. Wait, did you fix the problems? I rebuilt the billing system, and the day that I shipped it to prod and validated that the billing system was working as a billing system should work, I put in my 2 weeks. Yeah, okay. I don't even care. Like I'm pretty sure my old manager knows I don't really like him. He became a CTO at another startup. The guy that originally built the billing system got hired as a fucking CTO. He just continuously failed upwards. I think at the time, well, this was like when the company was raising money, it was still during like the zero interest rate period. So like VC money was just getting thrown at everything. And like I said, like the original business model was so good. Like it is a no brainer, right? Like help companies get tax credits they otherwise wouldn't be able to get, and you just take a 20% fee. It's the easiest sell in the world if you execute it well. And they freaking fumbled. They fumbled so hard. They had such a head start. Right now, I think like the best company doing it, it might be their competitor NeoTax. I don't even know if this is still a thing. I remember that. Neo.tax. They came and ate our lunch, even though we had a huge head start on them. They actually tried to hire me when I was looking for jobs. Just a disaster. It was a bunch of people. The original founders and team was mostly all people that came from Google's small business department. So, you know, if you ever work with small business people from Google, be skeptical because yikes. Okay, so theoretically, Mercury uses NeoText. NeoText is good. Like they came in and they did exactly what Main Street should have. All right, let's see what happens here if I do Nix. Shouldn't that have started my timer? Why is that not working? Isn't that the command? Oh, dude, you're telling me. It's just it's just so insane. And like that's I actually went to start a company after that, and I actually came very close to starting a company. I had a term sheet for a seed round for 3.5 mil to start a company with my cousin, and he ended up backing out at the last second. And I was very reliant on his network to bootstrap it, so it kind of fell apart. But I was like, if these freaking idiots can raise a $65 million Series A and run a company, like I can definitely do it. Anyone can do it. Like, uh, but yeah, that there was because there was always fires going on and the billing system was so bad. Like I was always on call. I was always getting paged. There was always fires. I was working like 12, 14 hours days for like a year and a half. That job burnt me the hell out. Mix. Why? Let's see if that actually logged on here. Okay, so we saw that. Yeah, I was paid pretty well. After the layoffs and I took over the billing system, they basically gave me golden handcuffs to stay. They gave me like a 60 or $65,000 raise to stay and like 20,000 options, which paper money, um, or monopoly money. So what happened? So we saw that log. Like, I feel pretty certain this works. Let's actually check this quick. I wish your story was isolated, but it's really not. Yep. I did consulting for basically 6.5 years. So I got dropped in a bunch of different companies ranging from Google to Starbucks to Walmart to Fortune 500s, like everything across the board. And so I've got to see a lot of different engineering company cultures and company cultures and how they're run. And like Wizard's 100% right that like the world's duct taped together, and 9 times out of 10, people that seem successful, like founders and stuff, like you could probably the average person could probably do better than the average founder. Why is this? I bet one of these is returning an error. Yep. What keeps your hope up when you see all this shit? I don't know. That was a pretty bad. Like I said, I got really, 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 really burnt out from working at Main Street. I got lucky to land in my next role where I basically got to be heads down coding 8 hours a day with autonomy and trust and like a much more chill environment for a year. And I got to learn OCaml and work in functional programming, and I started streaming, so that like helped fix my burnout. What's up?
We have to leave for brunch soon.
I know. I'm wrapping up soon.
Okay.
It's not till 11:30, right?
11.
11. Whatever. Yeah,
So we have to leave at 10:30.
that's fine.
Also, everyone wanted to come say hello to you.
What?
Everyone wanted to come say hello. Mostly Murphy.
Yep, I agree with Wizard too. All right, brother, get back.
He's very excited to see you.
So let's see here. Let's go to the logs. Where are my logs at? And let's try saying mix.
Let's go, boys. Let's go, boys. Let's go, boys.
I don't know how I broke this all. Receive toggle timer message. Okay, so there's that. So we got to...
Functions
what does this say?
describe
Const
the
X
world.
equals- That's void. I don't know. We'll figure this out on Monday, though, chat. Time for me to run. So let's go find someone to raid. I'm using Vercel, Ryan. I'm using Vercel and Fly.io.
Functions describe
Let's
the
raid
world.
Christoph.
Functions describe
Oh, he just got up.
the world.
Walked away. Seems like he's coming back, though. I think... yeah. All right, chat. Catch you Monday.